What things get better as you age? Definitely sex, because you get more experienced. And what's cool, like what I was just talking about a few minutes ago, an older girlfriend of mine. What's neat, is, at least I think it's neat. I know people think I'm kind of weird the way I approach relationships in life. Is that I have girlfriends that go back 20 years, and sometimes we don't might not see each other for 8 or 10 years or whatever, and then they become single and they reach out and seeing each other again and making love after all that time. It's interesting because you remember, especially being the passionate relationships they've been. It's like they get better, their love making gets better, and plus the connection gets better because it's cool because you have a lot of life experience, especially when decades have gone by. So for me personally, definitely sex has gotten better. My business, how I build businesses versus how I did it when I was younger. I was always so full of stress. And so what's interesting about that is if you're stressed out and you're building a life, whether it's your career or you're building a business or even your social life, if you're stressed out, your social life, your business, your peer group is going to give you more stress. And so like when I look at the business I built today, which a lot of it's digital and people work online. I mean, most of the people that work for me, which you guys actually haven't even met because they're literally all over the world, they work digitally, but it's more the business I have today is way more balanced because I have a lot more peace in my life. I don't have two business partners stressing me out, or a business partner that I'm worried that he's trying to do something shady under the table or trying to scheme some way to screw me over. So I don't have that kind of a stressor in my life anymore. And so the business that I had then versus now, it's like night and day difference. And so the way I do things, the way I live my life, I have a lot more peace and ease and delight in it. I've learned people that are healthy to have in your life. I've also learned to recognize toxic people that don't belong in your life. And so I've done a lot of filtering. Like when I look at like who I was at 20 versus who I am at 51 now. It's like there were people that I would have hung out with at 20 that I wouldn't even give the time of day to now. And so from that perspective, my life's gotten better. Also, like the wisdom and the things that I've learned, the stuff that I teach in all my books have all helped me optimize life. Things are a lot easier than they used to be just because of the wisdom. Making lots of mistakes, but also learning from my own mistakes, but continuing to be a lifelong learner and learning from other people and other people's mistakes. That can really speed up your time. Like if I was to go back in time and talk to my 20-year-old self, there would definitely be books that I would tell myself to read sooner, or like acquiring knowledge or applying myself, especially in my personal life. But then again, if I hadn't gone through all those experiences and had all those failures, I would have never had the wounds or the problems or the things I was trying to overcome. And it's like once, your wounds can become your strength. And so it's like when you learn to overcome something, now you become an expert at it, and then you can help somebody that's now currently where you once were. And what's even more awesome about that is if you can find a way to monetize it, now your wounds can actually you can actually monetize your wounds once they become your strengths because you can help other people. So those are a few of the things that have gotten better. Life seems to get easier in some ways because of just the things you learn and the experiences that you have. But things you also start to realize is that everyone you love, everything you build in life, it's all going to turn to dust. Because like you literally lose everybody. Everybody's going to die. And, as you get older, you really start to recognize that because you've lost so many people along the way. It makes you appreciate the relationships that you have, and especially the good people that have stuck with you for over the course of the decades. And when you're young, you don't have a lot of life experience. You don't know all the people that are going to be the really good kind of friends that you can trust and rely on that 20, 30 years from now will still be in your life.
Yeah, I already know that. Like the friends I have right now, I know in like 10 years, I'm probably not going to talk to them. Like, they're just like my party friends or like, friends I talk to here and there. But
They're acquaintances, not really
yeah,
friends.
like, I don't see like when I'm getting married, like, oh, come to my wedding. Like, I don't see that at all. Like, I already know that, but it's like you're still young. So, like, have friends. Like, doesn't mean stop yourself from acquainting with people and like getting to know people. But what I think will get better as I age, and I'm 23, almost 24. Um, I think relationships with your parents get way better
True.
because, like, you become more mature, as you're little. You don't really want to be around your mom, your dad. You don't really talk to them. Talking to them gets annoying. You're just like, oh, yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine. But as you get older, it's like, okay, wait, I could actually have a genuine conversation with my mom about, I don't know, like housing, like talking about taking out leases or buying a new place. Like, she knows all about that. She loves real estate. Oopsies. Real estate. She knows everything about that and like buying land. And it's like, okay, I kind of want to have these conversations. And like talking to her isn't as annoying or frustrating as it was before. So I think my relationship with my mom has gotten way better, especially after moving out, because being in the same environment becomes so toxic and claustrophobic because you're under someone else's rules and she has her knickknacks and you don't want to deal with that, so you're constantly just fighting. But now that I'm on my own and growing up, we're so much closer.
I'm a big girl now.
I'm a big girl.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, same as you with my parents. I mean, I currently live with them right now. I feel like by the time I move out, I'm going to be on the same boat as you. That I'm going to appreciate more than ever my connection with my parents. But in terms of what things get better as I age, I would say based on experiences that have hurt me in the past, just growing stronger. And when those issues happen again, it just so happens you encounter issues that are like the same way or similar, your past mistake, and in the future you're able to handle it because you've been through it before. So I think that's really important to be, your strength growing up as you get older. Yeah.
Alcohol gets easier to go down as well as you age. I feel like your taste buds start getting used to it as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I remember my first time I started drinking. I was like a sophomore in high school. I was at a party, and I was at the beach. I remember the first sip. The first thought that popped in my mind was like, I gotta drink this shit to get drunk.
Yeah.
And it was like, whew, it was hard to go down that first can, and then I had the second one. I'm like, man, I was really buzzed. I got too buzzed.
Mm-hmm. You like fall in love with the feeling.
I was like, this is amazing.
It tastes like rubbing alcohol, but like I like how this feels.
Yeah.
Or nail polish.
Yeah.
Remover, I mean.
I think experiences, it goes along with like the knowledge. I think that gets better as we age. Like, we experience so many things and so much knowledge, and we can use that to benefit our lives. And as we get older, like you said, it becomes more simple. So we're not really as stressed out, like, because we feel like we need to figure everything out right now, and we don't know how to get there. And I feel like once we're older and we're there, it's so, from then on out, it's like simple. I haven't reached that, but I think that would be a thing. Like, just being at ease, not having to overthink everything, be like, oh my gosh, but if I do this, what's going to happen? Like, knowledge is a huge thing.
The only thing I can think of is that life is temporary. Like, well, not life. Everything in life is temporary. So the best thing, like, what gets better as you age is the strength. That's what I was trying to depict. Like, the strength, like, you go through a certain experience in the past, and then you learn from it. And then if for whatever reason that kind of situation arises again, you already know what to do in order to be able to handle that.
Repetition's a mother of skill.
So that's how I see it. You know, this life is things in life are temporary, so you have to kind of learn to accept that shit happens, and you know, just we have no choice but to be strong and to, you know, keep going in life.